Hey everybody, thanks for being with us here on What the Food. I'm Chef Dan with Helpmechef, and I'm here to make another wonderful single serving meal for you today. Today we have an amazing meal. It's called ceviche, and that basically is a Mexican form of shrimp ceviche. It's shrimp, it's tomato, it's fresh ingredients, all, and it don't even cook it. It cooks in the lime juice, and I'll show you how that works. And so if you love shrimp and you love a cold, especially on a hot day and with a cold beer, there's nothing like ceviche. We used to go down to Mexico all the time and have it. It was wonderful. So today we have the 3 shrimps. We have to clean those, and I'll show you what that looks like. We have a lime that's gonna cook acidity. It's going to cook the shrimp. We have a half of an avocado we're going to use, a tomato, a jalapeno, half a jalapeno, and a garlic clove. And then this is actually cilantro. This is what it looks like in the store. And we're going to use a tablespoon of cilantro. Sometimes if you're in different parts of the country and different parts of the world, they actually call it coriander. So if you see coriander and you smell it and it smells like cilantro, that's what it is. It's cilantro, okay? And then of course we have chips for dipping. So that's really all you need. You need some scissors to cut those shrimps in half or in thirds, and I'll show you what that looks like. So no sense in waiting. Let's get into it here. I'm gonna go ahead and peel this shrimp. Now you say, well, I bought cleaned shrimp at the store. And yeah, you know what? They did already clean this side out, but there's another vein, there's another intestinal tract on the inside of the shrimp. I'll show you what that means and how we get rid of it. So I'm just going to take these little guys. The way you get rid of the shell on the shrimp is you go ahead and get inside here and hold on to them, and then pinch the tail. You pinch the tail and pull it at the same time, and it should peel. Yep, there it is. See? Little trick for you there. Easy to get rid of that. And the last one here, we just nestle up and grab that shrimp, pinch the tail, and he comes off, okay? So that's the first step in all that. Wipe off our hands. And then getting rid of, let me get this paper towel, getting rid of that intestinal tract on the inside. A lot of people don't do that. Certainly certainly at the grocery stores don't do it. But I get a little paper towel here, and I just gently look under the underbelly of this guy, and I make a little cut. And if I can do this correctly, you should be able to see, yeah, you see this? It's a little, here you can see it when I put it on the paper towel. Hold on, see? That's what I'm talking about. That right there is the intestinal tract. We don't like that. We got to get rid of that, okay? So flip him over, look at his belly. Don't worry, it doesn't hurt the shrimp any, okay? And we get rid of that, and you just have to take it out with your fingers. It's like a very thin, it's like a thread almost. All right, so we'll get those shrimps in there, but let's cut them down into thirds. It's nice little bite-sized pieces, okay? 1, 2, maybe even fourths, all right? Because we just want little nuggets of shrimp. 1, 2, yeah, 3, 4 pieces. 1, all right, we'll make that one a third. All right, cool. That's all you do with those scissors. No problem there. Wipe off my hands. Let me show you how to deal with this jalapeno. We just slice it in half. We take out the seeds. You just take a little cut at the top, a little slice down the sides, and that seed pod should just kind of pop right out, with a little bit of help from your friend, which is your fingers. It comes right out. So we just have to take that out. We don't want the seeds in here, it'll be too hot. All right? And remember, don't touch your eyes or anything when you're using jalapenos or hot peppers or serranos or any kind of pepper. You want to keep that off your eyeballs. And then we just slice this down into long, I call them fingers, just long strips. And you make them like that, you see? You keep this part intact, and you just make little fingers, and it's easier to cut. So now you just dice straight through there. All right? And you don't have to use the whole thing. If that's enough jalapeno for you, maybe it's a big jalapeno. That's enough, okay? You can just slice, put those in. It won't be hot, it'll just be flavorful. I'm just gonna use that much. I'm not gonna worry about that. All right, and then we're going to cut a tomato. I'm gonna show you how to actually do this so it's quite efficient. Let's get rid of his stem. Poke it, rotate it. Okay, cutting down like a pumpkin top. See that? That's what you want to cut off. We don't like this right here. So we cut this down, we put it in half, okay? And like the jalapeno, we leave it intact on one side. So I'm just gonna make slices and make fingers, okay? Make little fingers through your tomato. I'll show you that again. See the fingers? Okay, they're all separate, but they're held on by down here. We didn't cut all the way through. So now, make a horizontal cut through your tomato. And now you can make a downwards cut and you make all these beautiful little squares. And you can see them just peeling right off. Beautiful. Don't have to use the whole tomato. All right, that goes in. All right, now our lime. Let's get our lime in because we want to start that process of cooking the shrimp with that acid. So we squeeze that right in there. Squeeze that right in there. Nice. That's a great lime. I can smell it doing its thing. All right. We always have to do a little salt and pepper. A little salt. Okay. A little pepper. So let's make sure that lime gets all on top of that. I'm gonna use my knife. Make sure that lime gets all on top of that ceviche. Okay. Let it do its thing. Let it cook it down. Okay. Let's go with our garlic. Tap it, right? Peels the skin right off. Skin peels right off. We cut the end. Perfect. That goes in. We just mince it down. Okay. Just like that, like so. That goes in. See what it's looking like? It's looking like ceviche, right? Okay. And our avocado, you slice it down. There's a big pit inside there. You just slice, you just turn it, rotate it around, and then twist. Twist it, and look at that. It comes right apart, right? So we're only gonna use half of this. We want little cubes to mimic the same size bite as the tomato. The way you do that is you just gently slice little squares, not through the skin, just against the skin, and then down, we're scoring it. That's what that's called. Just gently scoring it, and then we squeeze. And you see the cubes come right out. Cubes come right out. Into your mix. And then let's do a little cilantro. That's gonna go in, that's our last ingredient. We just chop that down. You chop it down, it's about a tablespoon of cilantro. And you can kind of approximate this. You don't have to be so perfectly balanced with cilantro. If you like a little bit of cilantro, put a little bit in. If you like a lot, put a lot, it's okay. All right, so that goes in. So let me stir it around a little bit. Isn't that beautiful? Look at those colors. And I can tell the shrimp is cooked because it's not as white, it's not as pale. It's actually got a little pinkness to it. That's because the cilantro, or the lime has cooked through and made that shrimp safe for us to eat, okay? So that's a good looking ceviche. And now I'm gonna plate it, all right? This goes in the plate like so. Look at that. That is a gorgeous, gorgeous, fast, easy, fun. All those things we promised you. And then chips just can go in just along the outside. All right? When you serve it up, you have a couple extra chips on the side just in case somebody is really doing what they need to do. But you look at that, it looks, isn't that amazing? Look at that, it's gorgeous. I would eat that every day of the week. Okay, so the last thing to do is to try this beautiful meal. All right, so we have the chips, we've got our shrimp. Oh man, that's amazing. The beautiful brightness of the lime. A little bit of heat from a jalapeno. The only thing better than this is this with a margarita, because it's National Margarita Day. So of course we got to have this with our ceviche. Oh my God. Wow. I wish you the best meal just like this that I'm having. Fresh ceviche, fresh margarita from National Margarita Day. It doesn't get any better than that. Come back to What the Food. This is Dan, the Help Me Chef, coming to you. Keep cooking. Keep drinking too.